Hey there. A farmer and a professor start across each other on a train bound for the big city. Since it was a long ride, the professor said, "Let's play a game. I will ask you a question. If you are not able to answer me, you give me some money. Then you ask me a question. If I'm not able to give you an answer, then I'll give you some money." Farmer obliged. But then he said, "Since you are so much wiser and learned than me, in order to level the playing field, you fail to answer my question, you give me $100. And if I fail to answer your question, I'll give you $5. Well, the professor laughed it off, but then agreed. The professor went fast. He asked the farmer, "What is the distance between the earth and the moon?" Well, of course, the farmer couldn't tell, so he pulled out $5 and handed it to the professor. Then he went for his turn. He asked the professor, "What has 3 legs in the morning, 5 legs in the afternoon, and 4 legs in the evening?" So the professor is stumped. He thinks and thinks. He looks at his books. He even looks at his phone, but he couldn't tell the answer. He couldn't believe that he's being beaten at his own game. Finally, defeated and frustrated, humbled, he pulled out a $100 bill and handed it to the farmer. The farmer took the bill and walked away. The professor stopped him. "Hey, wait, you didn't tell me the answer." The farmer laughed, pulled out $5 and gave it to the professor. He said, "I don't know the answer either." That is how most of us approach life. We have a PhD in complicating simple matters. We have what we call the complexity bias. We subconsciously believe that a complex problem requires an equally complex solution. We are always looking for the most sophisticated solution, even to the simplest of problems. You receive an email from your friend. He tells you, "I have received your file. Thank you." When it gets to you, you want to answer, "You're welcome." But then you think to yourself, that is too simple. That is too straightforward. You might not understand my answer. I need to explain. So you spend 15 minutes thinking about the response. Actually, even the most complicated situations that you find yourself in, the solution might be found in the simplest form. I have found myself in such situations as well. You move to a movie database, such as Netflix. There are thousands of movies listed there. You don't know which movie to start with. So you play the first movie. After 5 minutes, you don't like it. You stop it and then you go to the database again, looking for another movie. Pick another one. After 2 minutes, I've still not decided you want to watch that movie. So you stop it, go back to the database, and you're looking for another movie. So you spend about 30 minutes before you decide the movie to watch. How about just picking one movie, look at the plots, and then go ahead and watch the movie? It is actually not about the movie, it is about the moment. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the ride.